We will observe 1 minute of silence between each contestant. And as we do that, the next contestant will be brought back into the main room and remain silent until their test check is conducted. Timers, when I call for 1 minute of silence after each contestant, please signal me with the green light with 1 minute when 1 minute is up. After all contestants have spoken, the judges will all have the time they need to complete their ballots. We will now begin the evaluation portion of this contest. Okay. Hi, Crystal Berner.
Good morning.
Okay. Now I get my 1 minute of silence. Okay. Please welcome our first contestant, Crystal Berner. Crystal Berner.
Are you ready to have your minds blown? I wasn't exactly ready for that. However, I have to tell you, fellow Toastmasters, Contest Master, but especially Lane, I had to double check the schedule for a second because I thought we had jumped back into the humorous contest. There were so many times in this speech, Lane, that I was laughing because, and I forgot to take some notes. I was trying to figure out where this speech was going, but I have to tell you that I was with you, hanging on the edge of my seat, trying to, what's he going to do next? I'm watching everywhere that you're going in this space. Your use of the space, especially the virtual environment, was definitely unique. You were out of the frame talking. You had an assistant. I feel like I need to employ an assistant for one of my next speeches because that was a very interesting and creative way to use this environment. Your gestures were grand. You were definitely keeping us laughing. And I have to tell you that laughter is the way that you engage the audience, or that you check to make sure that they're still with you. And I could hear in the background a little bit of laughter in the space of everybody that was watching this speech. So I thank you for all that laughter this morning. Now, if I had to suggest a few areas that I feel like you might work on, number one is that the title, as Vincent said, of success and what you were talking about seemed to be disjointed just a little bit. So I was kind of struggling at the beginning of your speech to not only figure out what it was you were exactly going to be presenting to us, but also how that related to your title. So I believe, in my opinion, that the purpose of this speech was to make us laugh. And so perhaps trying to change your title to set us up for that makes us more prepared. I feel like your second area of opportunity would be to watch out for filler words and double clutches. It seems like sometimes, and I'm not 100% sure if that was part of the humor or if that was just the way that you were delivering the speech today, but it seemed like some of those filler words took away from the clear and concise nature of your message. Your delivery style, I'm sure, some people are used to perhaps this delivery style, but I think at the end of the speech, you really need to bring some kind of a challenge or talk to the audience specifically. So at the end, maybe, did you enjoy this speech? Because I hope I made you laugh, or something like that. You had awesome vocal variety. You had big and small and off the camera, and your enthusiasm and passion were definitely coming through. In summary, this was an extremely funny speech. I laughed plenty of times, as did the audience. Your gestures and use of the virtual space were very creative. I would say work on choosing a title that's going to match what it is that your purpose of your speech is. Shoot for clear and concise language, and always bring that message back to the audience, because that's who you're ultimately talking to. This seemed like a humorous speech. However, I will say thank you for keeping me on the edge of my seat this morning, Madam Contest Master.
Thank you.